Hello there my fellow stars, it's Vintrix here with another Minecraft video, and today we're back with the Orespawn Showcase. This may be the final part, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry I hit my mic there, but this may be the final part of the Mod Showcase. I just forgot some trees in the last one, I just realized, unless I put these back in here. But we still got a few of these books to go through, such as food items. I'll go through first because that's the most we have here. So here we have the something plant. I don't know how to say that. It's a Quan plant? Oh no. Can only be found in the crystal dimension. Plant them either in tilled earth block or a crystal grass block. This is great food source plant for Quan or something like that. So this is another one of those food sources that you can find in the crystal dimension. Here's the radish plant. These delicious plants could be usually found wandering in the plants, such as like when you're running around the world, you run into like some random like crops throughout the area, and you can pick it up, and you may find some radishes and all the other food products that I'll be going through here. So you can plant them by putting them on tilled earth, which is like, you know, normal farming stuff. So yes, you can farm them. It's good food for. It's a really good food source to like farm on. So if you need some really good food, I'd say farming some of that is good. Alright, and we are on to the tomato plant. These delicious plants could usually be found while wandering in the plains. Plant them in a tilled earth block, and then they will grow. You can once again get food, such as my farm back here. As you can see, there's a tomato plant. It's actually shorter than the corn plant, which is very interesting so far. But I think it's because they're still trying to grow. So this is tomatoes for the red part. As you guys see, I have it all growing here. I don't think we have that one plant I just mentioned, the crystal dimension, but I believe we have radish. The radish is... don't know what that is. Wait, let me look at that. I think this is... yeah, this is the radish right here. So when you grow radish, this is what it'll look like. So just keep an eye out for some of these, and these are some good food sources. It can also be used in some crafting recipes for food that I've covered in the last episode, as you guys know. And this is gonna be the next one, strawberry plant. And the strawberry plant can be found in the forest. Get a baby strawberry plant and start digging up ripe strawberry plants. Plant the baby plants. I don't know why I put that in there. Plant the baby plants and till the earth block. So pretty much like this farm, but I think this is strawberry right here. Yes, it is. So as you guys see, we have like the strawberry plant, and this is what you should pick up whenever you're picking up strawberries, and that you could plant, and you could grow more strawberries. So now we're at the rice plant. Can be found in the crystal dimension. Plant them either on a tilled earth block or a crystal grass block. Grab a few of these when you see them. Yeah, because they're pretty interesting food source also from the crystal dimension. So as you guys see, crystal dimension also has some food sources you can find. Because I believe when you go to the termite dimension, you have nothing, so you pretty much have to start fresh. So it's good that it has food just growing around there. So here's the lettuce plant. We have that right here. It's this little circle thing in my garden right here. These delicious plants can be usually found while wandering in the plants once again. I'm pretty sure that could be like anywhere, like a swamp biome. You like randomly find them spawning and just growing in random areas, and you can plant them on a tilt earth block just like that, and you would be growing some lettuce. It's also used for the BLT, as you guys saw in that last one. So yes, I'd recommend growing that because the BLT is a really good food source. And here's a really good food source if you don't have anything, because these things pretty much grow everywhere. It's corn. Corn plants can be found in the plants once again, but big time you can find them in the plains biomes. Plant them in a tilled earth block. Corn can be planted in your garden to grow corn plants. Bone meal doesn't work on them. So yeah, you can't use bone meal on them. It won't work pretty much, so it's kind of saddening, but you have to wait. Be patient with it and it'll grow. So here's all the like the mob plants, which are very interesting. Yes, there is mob plants that spawn mobs. So this is the mosquito plant. These plants can be found while you wander. Dig them up and plant them on tilled earth block, although you might not really want to replant these. They spawn mosquitoes, and yeah, mosquitoes are like those little annoying things, so whenever you're like in the swamp, you hear like the little buzzing of mosquito. Yeah, that's pretty much what will spawn them. And we have the butterfly plant. These plants can be found while you wander and dig up dig them up and plant them in a tilted earth block. They spawn butterflies during the day. So yes, if you have this planted, this will spawn a bunch of butterflies and all that stuff during the day. We got the firefly plant. Firefly plants spawn fireflies at night. Beautiful to watch. They're rather prolific. These plants can be found around wandering. Dig them up and plant them until the earth block once again. Then you get at night you will see a bunch of fireflies, and they are actually very useful. So if you kill them, you'll get like a lot of those extreme torches instead of having to like craft them yourself. Because I know during Crazy Craft I got my extreme torches from these guys because they're spawning over the dungeon. So those torches are very helpful. These plants can be found while you wander. Dig them up and plant them till the earth blocks. These spawn moths. So yes, it's the moth plant. So whenever you plant this, they'll spawn moths at night. Great plant some torches and then sit back and watch. So there you go. Pretty much a very interesting amount of garden you could have there of the many different like mobs such as the bug type. So here's all the flowers that I found throughout all the books. So here's the crystal flower. All crystal flowers are in the crystal dimension. Should be planted on grass or crystal grass. The red flower can heal girlfriends. The yellow flower can change the outfits on the girlfriend. So pretty much it's the same effect as the normal poppy and dandelion in the overworld. So pretty much if you find a red one, it'll do the same thing as the poppy. If you find a yellow one, it'll do the same thing as the dandelion. So if you're in the other world, you get a girlfriend, and that's pretty much how that works in the other dimension. So that's pretty cool. So here's the pink flower. The pink flower is found in the danger dimension. Pink by day, black by night. Planted on grass. So yes, by night it'll actually change a completely different color. It'll turn black. So it turns a more of a creepy color, but during the day it's a very beautiful color. It's just nice and pink. So I'll grab that and I'll show you guys the effect. So if you guys see this, it's a pink flower. Now set time, set night. And it'll start turning nighttime, and this flower, just like the other one, I'll plant the other one just so you guys can see it. This is the blue flower. The blue flower is found in the danger dimension. Blue by day, a scary dead weed by the night. Plant it on grass. So just like the pink one, the blue one will do the same thing. It'll turn a creepy color. It won't be like the peaceful color that you know it as. So right now it's not really changing, but while it changes, I'll just do I need to by removing these books so I don't get confused. And then so yes, as you can see, one changed. It changed into this like dead looking plant, this dead looking weed. And then this one should change color soon. So here's the trees I've missed. It's this one and this one, which is the cherry tree and the experience tree. So experience tree surrounded an apple seed with the bottles of enchanting on the crafting table. Plant the experience tree seeds on a grass block. Once it grows up, prepare it to be amazed. Build a dance floor, hang a few lanterns, get yourself a few girlfriends, and have fun. It's on the list, absolutely must do. So yes, I believe I've seen this in another mod showcase, but if you actually make a dance floor in there, I don't remember what you have to make it out of, but if you get girlfriends, the girlfriends will actually dance, which is pretty funny. So it's very interesting about that one. So here's the cherry tree. It's just like the apple tree and the peach tree. So usually found in the village dimension. Place its fruit in the crafting table to get the seed. Plant the seed on the grass block. Now reap the rewards and it'll make cherries. So pretty much it's all of these. My pink flower still hasn't turned a dark color, sadly. I was hoping for it to turn its black color, so yeah. But this one will turn like a different color at night, so I'm gonna do such time. Day again, just so we don't have to worry about day. There we go, I'm just getting rid of those. And then we're gonna fly over here because I see we have a lot of time left. We could actually go through all these crafting recipes because I've been saving these. This is a bunch of like random crafting recipes throughout the mod, and I'll show you how to create them. 3 cobblestone and a gunpowder, and you will make a staircase that pretty much goes up. And it'll make 8 of them. So this is the stairs going up, and what it does is it'll help you. So if you're in survival and you don't feel like building random stairs, just place it down and it'll build you a random staircase upward. So it's very helpful during survival if you don't really feel like building pillars. So it's a really helpful item. Go ahead, craft yourself up that if you need it. And then here we have the opposite of going up, we have the stairs going down. So what we need is the cobblestone again and a gunpowder, and it'll go down. I'll go place this on this part so I can show you guys what it does. As you guys see, is it places extreme torches too, which is very interesting. And what that'll do, as you guys can see, it'll start going down. So it's very helpful in survival. It's very, very helpful. So if you feel like going really high up in the air, but don't feel like just pillaring, there's your item you want. So in this mod, actually, it's very interesting. You could actually make a cobweb. So all you need is 8 strings. So if you ever feel like decorating your place with any type of cobweb or just want cobwebs, all you have to do is 8 string in that formation and you'll have yourself a cobweb. Then what we have is an item I've been actually using CrazyCraft a lot in an item I made in CrazyCraft. This is called duct tape, and what it does is that it will repair your items for you. And pretty much this is very crafting table specific, if I can remember, unless they changed it. Yeah. You have to have it on the bottom like this. You have to have it all arranged like this or else it won't work. So yeah. So what this does is if you have any damaged items, you place that down and you could pretty much just use that. I'm gonna get a wooden pickaxe. I'm just gonna use it up as much as I can and I'll show you guys what it does. It's like game mode. See? I mean, not see. So pretty much what you do is I'm just gonna like randomly just destroy this pickaxe's durability, and I'll show you guys what it does. I don't want to use any other tools because then it won't break for a while because I know other tools are just too strong. So here we are. A little bit of durability is gone. Let's just say if you had a really broken tool and you really need it repaired, all you have to do is go up and right click, and then you'll go fully back to full durability and you're fixed up. So this is really good if you get like the duplicator tree and you place this near it, unless like you don't want that type of thing, the duplicator tree, it's fine, but it's very helpful if you have like a duplicator tree these, because then you could just repair every single item you need. So here's something I've never really used in Orespawn. It's called the experience orb capture, and what it does is it catches experience orbs. The recipe is pretty simple. It's just a stick, a string, and a glass bottle all in that formation, and then you get the orb catcher, which will, I think, catch orbs. Okay, that's interesting. I think it's because I'm in creative, so it's just spawning more. So here is the ultimate torch. It has 2 different crafting recipes, so it's very interesting to make the actual thing yourself. You make these, and to make it faster, if you just already have torches and you don't want to just make them fully, you just go like that. So pretty much it's like this, and you create the extreme torch, and if you already have torches, you just put torch down and that, and you make 1 extreme torch. So that's very interesting that there's way more recipes for that one. So here is the experience tree crafting recipe. As you guys know, we just went through that. So all you need is an apple tree seed and 8 experience bottles, and here you go. You'll create that, and then you get the experience tree seed. So what this tree does is very interesting indeed. I really love that tree as we go over it. Here is something that's very helpful if you're like living near water, I guess you could say, and you don't want it to penetrate the crack and repel it. What you do is you grab all the resources, 4 dead stink bugs, all in these corners, and then you grab the 2 string, you put them here and here, and then you put the extreme torch in that, and it'll create the kraken repellent. It'll help you keep krakens away so that you're nice and safe. And this one I realized has 2 recipes for 2 different versions, so if you're in a different version, I won't have the crafting recipe here, but I don't remember what it was. I actually don't remember what the recipe was, but this is for 1.7. How you can make it is a redstone block, gunpowder, and wheat all in this formation, and then you have yourself a nice instant garden like what I had over there. So you guys can make a few of those, get yourself some instant gardens, and just have fun with that. So let's just say you're feeling too lazy to build a house, and you just want an instant house. Just a survival instant shelter. So what you do is a block of redstone, cobblestone, and a stick. You arrange it with this, and this, and then you'll have that right here. Guess you can put it anywhere you want, and then you get yourself a nice instant house. So pretty much what this thing looks like, I'll place it somewhere over here along with these things as we can see. And I'll show you guys what this place looks like. I'll be destroying these, so don't worry. These won't be staying and destroying our world. But you place it down and you'll have yourself an instant house. We have seen a few of these, I believe, in Crazy Craft itself, but usually it's called like the haunted house. And it has like a ghost spawner, and then I think a rat spawner, I think it has. So yes, that's what that does. It creates you a nice instant shelter, so you don't have to be outside for long. So here's that thing I was talking about. You need, I don't know why I don't have the recipes in there. That's interesting. Usually I always have this stuff ready. Huh. But all you need is 8 redstone and an apple. Then what you need to do is you need to take the apple and surround it with redstone. Then you get the oh my god, don't do it. And just like in Crazy Craft, as you saw those trees, I might use this in the dimension actually, just to show you guys what it does. But what this will do is we'll spawn some of those trees that's actually there. Here's an item I actually never knew that was in the mod because I never used it myself. It is called the Nether Tracker. So what you do is you use a nether star and another rack block, and you place it together, and you get this item right here. I don't know what it really does, to be fully honest. I just saw it there in the crafting recipes.com. Maybe I should show that off, and maybe we'll try using it in Crazy Craft itself, but I don't really know what it does. Here is something very interesting also. It's called the random dungeon. So what it does is you grab 8 redstone, a piece of coal, you surround the coal in all this redstone, and then you finally have yourself, that. We'll spawn that also in another dimension, so it doesn't destroy my world, you know. We won't have that randomly there crashing my world. So what we do here is, this is for the sifter. I've never used the sifter before. I never even knew this was a thing in Crazy Craft, so this thing is completely new to me. I never really used it. Maybe I'm gonna have to learn what it does in Crazy Craft myself. Maybe we could explore some stuff I don't know. But yes, this is called the sifter. No clue what it does. Maybe we'll explore ourselves in Crazy Craft. But for now, I don't know what it does. This mod also has a wrench, which is very interesting. I've never thought this would have a wrench, so to create the wrench, all we need is this here, and then 2 of them here. And we'll have the wrench. So I don't know what it does. To be fully honest with you guys, you could stack them as you guys saw. Here's one of those simple things, a nice ender block. You find these throughout dimensions, as you guys know, so all you have to do is just put it all in the formation like an iron block or any other block you've created. And it'll make the ender block. It's also the same with the ender pearl block. These things are very useful if you have anything that you need a lot of ender pearls for. I've actually had my own modded mashup where like I put machines in it and I used the ender generator, and I always use the duplicator tree to duplicate the ender blocks because that's how helpful that was. So here is the other repellent. It's called the creeper repellent. So what this does, if you don't want those pesky creepers coming to your door and blowing it up, oh my god, I've been there many times of having creepers blow up my place. All you have to do is just put the extreme torch here, 4 green goo on the corners. It's hard to get because you have to kill those triffids. Then you have to get 2 string and extreme torch in the middle. Then you have your creeper repellent. So it'll keep those pesky creepers away from your door. So here we have the creeper launcher. So this was a very interesting item. I think I've actually seen a YouTuber use it. Never used it myself because I didn't really find use. But it's called the creeper launcher. All you need is a piece of paper, a redstone, and a stick, and you'll have the creeper launcher. I see this thing as like a good troll thing. So if you want to troll your friends and launch creepers at them, create that and go launching like crazy. That'd be fun. So this one also has two different crafting recipes for the two different dimensions, the overworld and the crystal dimension. So what you need is 4 sticks, 4 iron. I've also found this in Crazy Craft. You may have seen it. It's the empty critter cage, and these things are very useful if you need them throughout modded and I just had twitch on my jaw. But this item is very useful just in case you ever need it. In Crazy Craft, if you want to capture something, is all you need is the iron ingots all in the 4 corners. Then the sticks all in the middle area, just like that, and you get yourself 2 critter cages. It's the same with the pink tourmaline. All the ingots go in that same area as the iron ingots, and then the shards go in the same place. And then you have yourself some nice critter cages throughout the crystal dimension and the overworld, so you can capture those monsters. So here we have one last item. This is actually another version of the crafting recipe. So I believe this is also for the crystal dimension, is to make a bed. So you need 3 crystal planks and 3 peacock feathers. And all you need to do is, just like wool, you place it on top. And just like the normal what you do in the overworld, you place it at the bottom just like that, and you have yourself a bed in the crystal and dimension. So that's pretty fun. So there's one more thing I want to explore throughout this video, and it is the dimensions. So you guys know I wanted to explore the dimensions, and I want to show off some of these structures that I have in my inventory. So I don't want to spawn any of them in the overworld, if you guys know what I'm saying. So first things first is I'm going to go to the red ant dimension. If it doesn't crash us, hopefully it will work throughout this. It should, because it's only Orespawn. So if you don't have a super buff computer, yeah, this place will make you lag a bit because there's a lot of lava, there's a lot of water, and there's a lot of dungeons. I'm not gonna lie, there's plenty of dungeons in this area. So this is like the dungeon roaming island. And it's also the mining dimension, so there's a lot of stuff to mine around here. Plus, most of our tamables are here, like the baby dragon, this guy too, the Camosaurus, I believe it was. So what I'm going to do is, in this universe, in this world, since, you know, it's what actually this is, I'm going to use the nice item that we just created, the random dungeon. So what this does is it'll place down, and then you have to back up because you don't want to get caught in it. Don't know what it really does. I've never really used one of these either. I know it's weird that I haven't used a lot of these items. It's just that I have never really gotten that far in Crazy Craft. And we got... Oh my god, what's the luck of that? I placed my first one down, and I got the Queen's Altar. So if you guys ever are in survival, don't do this near your house. It may destroy your house if you're not careful. I'd say if you're going to do this, do it far away if you're going to be in the overworld, or just do it in another dimension like I did. Yeah, you do not want to have this spawn over your house. That would not be a good thing. So this thing doesn't only spawn that, it'll spawn many other dungeons, as you guys know, such as all the other dungeons throughout this area. And we get this. Let's see what this one will spawn. Oh wow, Ender Reapers. So I'm pretty sure this has actual loot in it. Yes, it does. As you guys see, this place has a lot of loot. It has like a lot of ender pearls. This is where you can get a ton of those blocks created. So if you ever need those, and yeah, that are in a fighting. So I'm gonna go to the brown ant dimension next, because there's already brown ants here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna spawn the oh no, don't do it. And I'm probably gonna try to find. This video may be a little bit longer than our usual mod showcases, but that's because this is the finale of this mod, and I want to make sure it's a nice long finale and for you guys to enjoy. I don't have a map, so I'll never know if we're near the actual king's tree or anything. But the luck of running into that thing in our first spawn would have to be very unlucky. If we were in survival, that would be very unlucky. But as you guys can see, my computer is not the toughest cookie out there. It's trying to spawn on all this stuff while I'm recording, so I'm gonna be getting some FPS lag. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it here while my game freezes, and I'll see you guys when it's not lagging anymore. Alright guys, the lag stopped a little bit, but if you guys have a weak computer, my computer's a little bit tough, so it could withstand some of this, but I think it's because I don't have Optifine at all, so my computer's not the toughest cookie yet, but pretty much if you guys don't have a computer, this world spawns you with all the trees and all that stuff, and that's why you pretty much lag. So if you ever lag here, that is because the tree. And oh my gosh, did it just spawn a gold block while at it? Oh wow. So actually spawn a gold block on the inside, so yes, you'll get random trees. So I'll recommend not doing this one near your house either, because yeah, you may just have this giant tree over you, and that won't be good. So I believe this could spawn all sorts of those type of giant trees. Even especially this. Here we go. So as you guys can see, it also plants like a block of gold that you guys can mine up and take for your own. It's a really fun thing to mess with. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to find an unstable ant probably if I can. Let's hope I can find one. We're really laggy, so I'm gonna be right back. Guys, I think we just lost our mod showcase area. Well, flip. I thought I set my spawn point there. Oh well. I might make a new mod showcase area. I actually want to kind of work on a new one so that we could have everything in store for us, and probably like have like this huge like amount of area and space for stuff, even for like dangerous stuff. That'd be really cool. So we have to worry about our world getting destroyed. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna spawn in another version of the ants, because as you guys know, my stuff wasn't really that big time. It wasn't really organized, to be honest. So here we have the unstable ant. This place will also probably make you lag, because this also has a bunch of weird stuff. As you guys can see, this is the dimension of where all the nightmares come from. And yeah, these things are not friendly. And as you guys see, you can get like the dead flower and all these awesome loots. So we're gonna walk away from here. Pretty much it's all about this. There's floating islands. There's actually living floating islands actually. So these islands actually do move, which is a very cool fact. And here's some of those blue flowers also. And here's the challenge dungeons, but you have to find the kings. I actually don't know which one's the kings. I've actually never really looked myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and spawn a rainbow ant, get out of here really fast, and we're gonna check out this dimension, which is the rainbow ant dimension. As you guys know, this is where you find a lot of those trees. This is where you guys can find a bunch of those, oh, gazelles spawn here too. I actually never really noticed that. This is also where you can find all those robots such as like the bomb one. You can find Jeffrey here. You can find all those like random monsters here. And another thing you can find here is a whole bunch of villagers. So that's why it's called the village dimension, because how many villagers there are. And you could have a risky chance to spot Mobzilla too. So be careful in this world. It can be very dangerous. So we're going to go to the termite now, because we finally finished all the ants. And the last one we need to go look at is the termite dimension. So here we go. So I'm just gonna right click him. Oh. So it actually warns you to empty your inventory, which is very sweet. Oh, come here. You try to run away from me. So here is the crystal dimension. So this is a very interesting spot. As you can see, everything's see-through, and you can literally just see through the world. Like, I've always been interested on how the crystal dimension works. There's like a bunch of interesting monsters here. There's also like this stuff, it looks like. I think this is like ore or something. Let me look at this. So pretty much this dimension I've actually never been to yet in Crazycraft, but I don't really know what this is. Let me see. Oh, this is crystal energy. I believe these could actually have a chance to explode, but I don't remember. But yes, this is where you can get all those trees, those very beautiful trees to take home. So those are very nice to have. As you guys can see, we got a bunch of plants. I'm believing this might be, yeah, the crystal tree leaves. Then there's like structures of the rotators, as you guys can see. And this will have loot if you get to it. Like, too much good stuff, but that's where these guys will actually spawn too. Very interesting creatures, and I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video for you guys. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you are new and you enjoy Minecraft stuff, like modded and vanilla alike, be sure to hit that subscribe and hit the notification bell, and that's where I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. See you in the next one, guys. See ya!